back to my channel. I am Danielle for those that are new here, and I am so excited you all are here. Today I wanted to try out some different new snacks. We're actually gonna have this first one for breakfast, so as you can see, it's a little bit early. And so I'm going to make these peanut butter bars, and they are kid friendly. Obviously my kids are not doing WW, but I wanted to have some snacks around the house that are some healthy options. I am not at all worried about their calorie intake, but I want to be able to have some options that I can share with my kids. And so this is a really awesome healthy option that is low points and will keep us satisfied through the day. They're a peanut butter crumble oatmeal bar, and I am so excited. I haven't had these before, and I made a little adjustment to the recipe based on the ingredients I have and just things that I thought I wanted to try. So let's get started. I don't have a 9-inch pan, so I'll use this pan and just use half of it, or like 3/4 of it. So I'm just gonna spray with this avocado spray, which is 0 points. It does call for a 9x9 pan, obviously 9x13, and I'll just use 9 inches of the other side. So we're gonna take half a cup of applesauce, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 egg, and then we'll mix it well. And then it calls for 1/3 cup of peanut butter. I'm gonna try PB2 just to keep the points lower. So I just have regular PB2. I do have some different flavors too that I could try out, like birthday cake and toffee crunch. So I might try those out a different time. But for now I thought I would just stick with regular. So I'm gonna take 1/3 cup of PB2. And then you want it the same consistency as regular peanut butter. So you want it a little bit thicker. So I'm gonna add some water to it, and I just add water slowly. I don't have like a specific measurement, but you just add water slowly. And then you can always add a little bit more egg if you need to, or water or milk in the mixture if you're needing to later. So we'll add the peanut butter to our mixture. Sure, honey, just a sec. We'll mix it until it's well blended. That looks good. You can use a electric mixer as well. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla. That's probably more than a teaspoon, but the nice thing about vanilla is you can never have too much in my opinion. And then we'll add 1 cup of oatmeal, 3/4 cup of flour. You could use gluten-free flour as well if you're needing to. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And then we'll mix that in together. And we're gonna pour it into the area that we sprayed. And then for the crumble, we are going to do 2 tablespoons of the PB2. And then a little bit of water. And then 1/3 cup of flour. Sorry, that was 1/4 cup of flour. Got a little distracted. And then 1/4 cup of brown sugar.
I prepared it.
Yep, you can stir it. And then you need some.
Mama passed it.
Good job. And 1 tablespoon of light softened butter. Oopsie. Good job. You're doing great.
It smells like cookie now.
It smells what?
Like cookies.
It smells like cookies.
Yeah, we will eat them.
Yep, we will eat them. And then we're gonna just sprinkle this crumble. Just gonna put this stuff on the crumble, which I have a lot of helpers here, so we'll see how this turns out. We'll just kind of sprinkle it on. Okay, all right, okay. All right, so now our cookie crumble is ready and we're gonna put it in the oven. We'll put it in the oven for 30 minutes at 350. So you can cut up into 12 pieces. This makes 12 servings, so if you cut it up into 12 pieces, it's 4 points a piece. If you use regular peanut butter, it's gonna be 5 points a piece. And you can see it's kind of more cakey than I was expecting versus like I think I was just thinking it'd be a little bit harder, but it is really good. If you used regular peanut butter, I think it would be a little bit more flavorful, but you also add another point. So it just depends on what you're looking for. My kids absolutely loved it, which is awesome. That was my goal. So I am definitely gonna make this again and I hope you enjoy it. So let's move on to the peanut butter balls. All right, now we're gonna move on to making some peanut butter balls. I will chop some with these M&Ms, they're peanut butter M&Ms, and then some with Lily's chocolate chips. When I calculated it out, they're only 1 point a piece, so that's super awesome. I left out the maple syrup, so feel free to add maple syrup, it just adds a point. And I feel like these will add enough sweetener that I don't need the maple syrup. But it did say 1/4 a cup of maple syrup, so include that if you want, just adjust the points. So I'm gonna take a bowl. So we'll start with 1/4 a cup of peanut butter. I thought about making this with just PB2, but PB2 is a little bit sticky and just a little bit hard to work with that I didn't know if it would work. So I'm going to do what the recipe calls. So 1/4 a cup of peanut butter. I use the all natural kind. And then 1/4 a cup of PB2, which I have Toffee Crunch Nuts and More. If you've never had the Toffee Crunch, it is so yummy. Okay, so 1/4 a cup of that. And then 1 cup of rolled oats. We need 1 tablespoon of milk. You can use any kind of milk. I'm just using skim milk because that's what I have. And then I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. Chia seeds won't change the flavor of this at all, but it will increase the protein and the fiber and omega-3. And those will keep you full longer and lower your cholesterol. So huge benefit to chia seeds. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Whoopsie, kind of overshot that. I was used to the tablespoon. And then we'll mix this together. You want it a little bit thicker so that they form balls really easily. And then this is gonna serve 20. So we'll put it in 20 different balls. And then I really like this airtight container. I get mine at either Target or Costco. So I'll just grab, actually you know what I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna add some chocolate chips. So we're gonna do 2.5 tablespoons of chocolate chips. I use the Lily just to keep it lower in points. And you can also cut up the chocolate chips so they spread a little more evenly. But I think this works really well too. Okay, and then we'll just form them into 20 balls. I like to chill it for an hour. Kind of helps the flavors come together and also helps it keep its shape. And then I'll even just keep them in the fridge. But you can take them out at any point. And then they last in the fridge for a week. Ours are always gone way before then, but or you can keep them in the freezer for up to 3 months. So I never remember to eat the food that I have in my freezer, so I'm not as good about doing that, but we absolutely love these. Lots of energy, boosting. So I'm gonna roll these into 20 different balls and then I'll come back. I'm gonna add some of these M&Ms to some of them, mostly because I know my kids will absolutely love them and they don't change the point value. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some on top. So these are a super yummy treat. They definitely give you a lot of energy. And for me, it's just nice to have something to end my day or end a meal by having a little dessert. And these definitely do that for me. All right, lastly, we're gonna make this yogurt that I saw a recipe on, but I haven't actually made it myself yet. So we are gonna take 0% fat yogurt, and then I'm gonna mix it up just so it's all the same consistency, and I'm gonna use the rest of what I have. And we're gonna lay it on, I just have a nonstick parchment paper, and we're gonna put it in the freezer. So make sure you have room in your freezer. So we're just gonna do like a yogurt bark, and I think my kids are gonna love this. And it's 0 points, so I'm gonna love it as well. Like I said, I love having a little bit of a treat after I eat. So when I don't have many points left, I can have this. So I'm gonna take my yogurt and just spread it on my pan. And you just wanna make sure there's enough thickness here that it will freeze. Okay, I think that's good. I have blueberries today, so I'm just gonna add my blueberries. I washed these already and then let them dry. And then I'm just gonna add them to the bark. And I'm gonna stick them in a little bit. I cannot wait to see how these taste. They look so good when they're done. Okay, and then we'll throw them in the freezer and then we'll try them out tonight. Our yogurt has frozen, and so I'm going to cut it into pieces and just put it in this baggie so that it's a little bit easier to store. You can see my kids have already broke into it. They loved it, which is awesome. So I'm just gonna break them into pieces, and then I can have them easily accessible as I need them. And then I'll just put this baggie in the freezer. Then I can just pull it out as I want it. It is 0 points, which is super awesome. And it's just a nice treat for either for a snack or just needing a little bit of a dessert. It's super nice and really yummy. The blueberries are frozen, obviously, and they are just so good. It almost tastes like an icy dessert. It is so good. I didn't know blueberries frozen were so yummy. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe down below and let me know if there's any way that I can support you. My goal is to be able to inspire and encourage others in their health journey because it took me forever to be able to lose weight, and I want to be able to help others in their health journey. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.